This video is intended to describe the crystalline structure of a light blade talisman named Tranquility. I will start with the main blade banding, which consists of rutilated quartz, which works as a way to supercharge the acceleration of this main blade band, which is Larimar. Larimar is a very fantastic fifth ray stone, or fifth chakra activation stone of extreme soothing, peace, as well as voice projection and broadcast, and produces an extreme oasis of calm energy frequency sensation. So hence the archetypal name of this device is Tranquility. The Larimar, in an accelerated format, very much honors the archetypal designation of this intended device. And Larimar itself is quite the fantastic stone discovered in Dominican Republic around 1981 and was claimed to be perhaps the stone of Atlantis that Edgar C. Casey, the sleeping prophet, mentioned that will be found at a certain time period of a change of an age. And it also is known as the dolphin stone. A very, very prominent oceanic frequency courses through it, and very purifying and cleansing, and embodies the fire and water elements in even balance. One of the few stones in the Mineral Kingdom that can do so, to produce a very nice balance of energy as it runs through the radio apparatus like so, goes straight into here to the first lateral band of hematite and smoky quartz, which is a transmutation ratio blade band that runs like so, with the exact same ignition sequence upside right here, then to this lateral band, then recirculates the energy to this closed circuit, then goes up to here to this apex band where the necklace will mount into when the time comes, creating a perpetual figure 8 all the way up here like so, and recirculating the current. That is where a lot of the frequency broadband, of course, will run through the entire termination sequence, and all these other components are wire wrapped into the primary wire consisting of brass, copper, and silver to be a closed loop circuit generated field, creating a vibratory emanation. So the importance of the transmutation ratio is utilization of hematite, which is an iron-based mineral that is a very powerful grounding agent to ground all excess energy into the earth plane very completely. By grounding all stray energies through the root chakra into the earth star chakras, which are the chakras beneath your feet, then smoky quartz right here purifies the energy further and grounds all the excess energy as well, while also making a transmutation purification field. You can think of almost like a charcoal purifier for energy-wise. As energy runs through the entire circuitry, it runs through this transmutation ratio before it completes its vibratory circuit. And the apex band up here, this may look like Larimar, but actually this is indeed hemimorphite. Hemimorphite is a zinc-bearing, very powerful light body activation stone that stimulates the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th chakras, thereby having a heart-mind continuity with the soul star, the higher self-knowledge, grounding through the structure. To further augment that aspect, subcapacitated right here is faceted clear quartz with tanzanite. Tanzanite is perhaps the most effective stone in the Mineral Kingdom for full heart-mind coherence, due to the fact that it stimulates the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th chakras, basically generating a very nice centrifugal heart-mind coherence through the energy field. So having this, of course, at the apex band also really focalizes at the 5th chakra as well, which is obviously a very 5th ray, 5th chakra designated device for Tranquility. And the main engine right here, that all the other energy circulates through right here, is golden healer quartz. Golden healer quartz was a stone discovered in Arkansas relatively recently that has a very pristine emanation of the gold white light Christ frequency ray source of creation emanation. So having that as the main power source for this device is obviously quite advantageous. Okay, I will start with the main blade face on this side right here. This is tiger's eye, which aligns and stimulates the base, sacrum, and solar plexus chakras. This right here is seraphinite. Seraphinite is a very powerful healing stone of this age due to the fact that its connection with the seraphim archangel realms into a physical structure is very, very useful for any kind of healing modalities of any kind, or basically perpetual cellular regeneration by having the archangel influence energy imprinted on the cellular structure. Above that is Libyan gold tektite. This stone was all the rage back in ancient Egypt. This actually was utilized by the pharaohs of old to be carved into scarab beetles and put in the centerpiece of their power breastplates they'd wear. That was a semi-rendition of this kind of technological concept, of light tech in general, and would produce a very powerful solar plexus and sacrum activation, hence a very high fire elemental stone of celestial origin, if you would. And it also has storm energy overtones, and is kind of like a cousin to moldavite, actually, which of course is quite famous. And I refer to it as goldavite, fondly enough, because of its intensive cosmic energy that is produced particularly through the gold ray of the solar plexus. Speaking of moldavite, down here, buried underneath all this wire, very well secured, actually is moldavite. Moldavite should not need too much introduction due to the fact that it's gaining quite notoriety or even infamy due to its spiritual properties of changing people's lives into their higher spiritual configuration at the cost of their comfort. And so, obviously, having that celestial boost of that green ray legendary stone of source connectivity through extraterrestrial energy output is actually very well transmuted, soothed, and stabilized, basically buffered augmentation of that frequency to get the most out of it without all the undesirable effects of rapid reality shifting that moldavite oftentimes can produce. And this right here, this actually is a white calcite that I recovered from my short sabbatical to the ocean recently, that Mother Ocean herself shaped over possibly thousands of years into this little pebble that's been mounted in the circuitry to further really honor and enhance the oceanic quality that this device produces. White calcite by itself is a very fantastic full spectrum clearing agent that clears energy from the body or any kind of stagnancy through the entire chakra meridian column. So very appropriate, very useful to be mounted right here above the moldavite to make the purification of the white ray through the entire circuitry even more prominent. Because of course all these little components add up, wired wrapped into this one closed loop circuit to generate a field of energetic momentum, if you would. On the other side of the blade face, to really enhance the fifth chakra capacities of this designated device is turquoise right here. Lovely fifth ray stone, of course, of great antiquative use, and embodies earth, fire, water, and wind elements into a fifth ray focus. So it's very much a stone of pranic healing and, of course, communication and clarity and just general higher truth of spirituality, quite simply. This right here is blue lace agate. This is a water elemental stone that most successfully stabilizes the fifth chakra in the mineral kingdom, which is very useful for any kind of public speaking, teaching, where if a being, perhaps wielding this device, is in a situation where they must speak quite a bit and for long hours or whatnot, it's kind of good for teachers to be able to have a supportive fifth chakra stabilization element to go with the rest of the fifth chakra activation that this device produces. This right here is lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, of course, was another stone of antiquity utilized by ancient Egypt as a stone of royal virtues, a stone of truth. It is a wind elemental stone that stimulates the fifth and sixth chakras and is very, very useful for past life recall or even energetic insights on the karmic roots of any kind of melody that the person with this device can perceive into conscious awareness so that they can be of service to those they serve. Very useful stone for insights of all natures, quite simply. And up here, this is where the leather will be. This leather right here is the lapis blue leather to kind of give a semi-preview of what it will look like once it's installed. This frequency color, of course, much like lapis itself, is another color therapy augmentation to further enhance the fifth chakra capacities of this device's intention, to also be an insulation for this whole under the hood section, as well as the energy runs through the entire circuitry, the fifth ray of this beautiful lapis blue leather will also produce a very strong fifth chakra stimulation as the current runs through here. So it also is a subtle color therapy augmentation for this designated device. This right here is ruby and zoisite. Ruby and zoisite is a very fantastic synergistic combination that combines both ruby and green zoisite. Ruby by itself is one of the most powerful stones for the base chakra, red ray emanation in the entire mineral kingdom. Hence its utilization in antiquity is very well notarized. And combining that intensive life force base activation that ruby provides, zoisite is one of the more powerful heart-mind coherence activation stones in the mineral kingdom. Actually, it is a cousin to tanzanite, the blue ray stone utilized up here. They come from the same area, very similar mineral composition, to produce the same kind of vibratory effect on the human energy field. So this is a very good combination for heart-mind base activation for truly dynamic strengthening of the energy field to its higher configuration. This right here is black tektite. Black tektite is utilized to have more of a black ray cosmic jolt through the entire circuitry, much like the moldavite and the Libyan gold tektite. Tektites are the product of a meteorite entering the atmosphere, vaporizing the sand, producing a cosmic jolt from that extraterrestrial entrance into reality to catch that cosmic energy in a format of a stone. So black tektite highly stimulates the entire energy body or light body to it from the earth star, bottom of your feet chakras, all the way up to the soul star. So it's a very good from the top up energy buffer, like so. This right here is fulgurite. Fulgurite is petrified lightning. When lightning strikes sand, it captures the emanation of that powerful cosmic force that is lightning and holds that energy into a structure. Fulgurite is very powerful for activating the entire light body activation sequence, as well as intensification of intentions or prayers, if you would. So having that kind of circuitry through the entire aspect here will also increase the potency of one's intentions through this whole circuitry matrix. This right here is petalite. Petalite is a clear ray-based lithium stone that produces a very calming, soothing effect. Hence, the lithium in the structure produces a very soothing effect by itself, which of course honors the aspect of tranquility, once again. And is a very good stone for the witness higher self perspective of reality, to be in the higher mind, if you would. This right here is red jasper. Red jasper is a stabilization of the earth element through the red ray, good for physical strength and all things of that nature, as well as just having a strong foundational energy pattern, which, as I've mentioned many times in this video, is very complementary for the entire construct as a whole, running a certain signature frequency. This right here is black obsidian, harvested here from Mount Shasta. Black obsidian is very useful for transmutation energy, much like the transmutation blade band ratios, as well as purification and psychic shielding, as well as smoky quartz. I forgot to mention that part earlier when I was describing the band. And over here is moss green agate, another stabilization agent in this device. All the agates in Jasper's Mineral Kingdom are the most stabilized versions of their respective elements, hence the utilization of all the spectrums of the elements in stabilized formats is very useful for a passive talisman program. Moss green agate stimulates the heart and base chakras into a very nice cohesive manner, and actually is a very powerful stone for a subtle way to reset the etheric blueprints to its factory settings before any kind of societal imprintation that has affected the ego-mind identity takes hold to affect the physical body's energy output, manifesting as deficiencies. So very, very, very nice stone as well. This right here is petrified wood. Petrified wood is a very powerful earth elemental stone that has, of course, it's a wood that somehow perhaps fell into a river somewhere and absorbed the mineral contents of wherever it fell, petrified over millennia, and is now set into stone. So a very powerful way to tap into Mother Gaia's energy field. that way also. This right here is fire agate. Fire agate stimulates and stabilizes the base, sacrum, and solar plexus chakras for the very much in the body experience. This right here is shungite. Shungite is a stone of black ray carbon purification that's very much in vogue right now due to the fact that it works lovely as a energetic filter and purifier for any disharmonious energies, and particularly useful for EMF waves of 5G or cell phone towers for that matter. So very, very useful stone in that aspect as well. This right here is scolecite. Lovely white ray stone of divinity and inner peace, very much one of those prominent frequencies to utilize in the tranquility concept, and is a very powerful stimulator of the 6th and 7th, 8th chakras for the third eye, the crown, and the soul star activation. As well as, like I said, a very powerful stone of inner peace through spiritual, higher self perspective witness. So, that sums up that. And the core itself is oak from my lovely little backyard. And these guys right here, the white stones, are selenite. Selenite by itself works lovely 6th, 7th, and higher chakra activation, be a key to the higher self to ground through and basically disperse any negativities stored in the body that cause electromagnetic interference to inhibit one's spiritual capacities. But utilized in a light tech device is the aspects of amplification, purification, and harmonization of whatever frequencies run through it. So the utilization of selenite is paramount for purifying, amplifying, and harmonizing this entire construct's vibratory output. And strapped to the selenite itself is black kyanite, green kyanite, orange kyanite, and blue kyanite. The 4 spectrums of kyanite easily available to me produce a very rapid transfer of energy throughout the entire energy matrix into the black ray, the air stars, the orange ray, the sacrum, the green ray, the heart, as well as the blue ray through the mental centers. So the combination of the 4 makes a very rapid transfer of energy through the entire meridian energy matrix, as well as transferring this energy aspect to, particularly utilized in a healing modality, to one who is being served by this device while making the frequencies so rapid that they cannot stick to the energy field of this emanation and broadcast. So think of it as a etheric Teflon, where the energy that's coming into contact with this device in play is being rerouted, diffused, and buffered before it actually sticks to the recipient of this device wielding it in a healing modality, if you would. I believe that concludes the description of this video. 1,000 blessings, and aho.